Hi, I'm Jan Roberts, co-founder of Key Leadership Institute and founder of JR Speakers Club. Now, I'm absolutely delighted to be your course facilitator and will take you through these stunning 15 invaluable laws of growth. And as we go through them, I am sure you will agree with me that these laws are indeed invaluable. See, potential is one of the most wonderful words in any language. It looks forward with optimism. It is filled with hope. It promises success. It implies fulfillment. And it hints at greatness. Potential is a word based on possibilities. Think about it. Think about your potential as a human being, and I'm sure you will get excited. At least I hope so. What a positive thought that would be. I believe in your potential as much as I believe in my potential. Do you have potential? Absolutely. Now, what about unfulfilled potential? Well, that phrase is as negative as the word potential is positive. But as you are already watching this, you do have a desire to reach your potential. Congratulations. So the question now becomes, how do I do it? I have no doubt the answer is growth. To reach your potential, you must grow. And to grow, you must be highly intentional about it. See, most people underestimate the unimportance of nearly everything they do in their lives. They get distracted and, as a result, they put their personal growth somewhere on the back burner. So if they grow at all, it'll be purely by accident. Now ask yourself these two simple questions. What am I doing to grow myself? Now, the simple answer is you're here, so you're in the right place. But outside of growing your potential and growing your personal development, what else are you already doing? But congratulations for being here. And the second question is, what am I doing to grow others? Now we're going to talk about it all the way throughout these laws as well, and it is so important because I've been practicing martial arts for many years, and I became a teacher, a sensei, and when I became a sensei, I noticed if one person made a mistake when I taught them something, it could be them. But if 5 or 6 people made a similar mistake, it was me. I taught them something wrong, I didn't explain it well enough, or I just got it wrong altogether, but it certainly was me. So what that taught me already many, many years ago is that when you teach things, you learn to understand it much better. When you teach things, you see other people grow, and you grow yourself when you share what you know with others. That's another reason why I want to share all of this beautiful material with you. And somebody once said, I think it might be Einstein, or one of these wonderful, amazing brains, said, if you can't explain a problem well enough, you probably don't understand the problem. So when you get all this beautiful information inside, if you learn to communicate as well with other people, then you really start to understand it much better as well, because you learn much better by doing, that's for sure. If that wasn't the case, we would all be grabbing some books, reading the books, and we're done. And the personal development section would have a few books in it, because surely everyone would within 10 books would have something that would speak to them, and they would develop themselves to reach their potential. Doesn't happen. And I'll talk a lot more into that. But the 15 invaluable laws, the lessons that you will follow, will take you on an amazing journey of personal development. If you are serious about your personal development, and you definitely should be, and I know you are because you're here, I already know that you don't want to stop. And we're going to have an amazing journey together. Now, at this point, you should have already received a PDF copy of the 15 books, the 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth by John C. Maxwell. And my recommendation is that to download it and always read the relevant chapter before you hit the video section go, before you watch the video of that chapter, if that makes sense. Because you will gain so much better understanding, and also your personal impact is going to be so much bigger, better and quicker, if that makes sense. I also highly recommend that you have a pen, and not just a pen and paper, but a pen and a journal by your side. for your journey of personal growth, and you will get much more out of our journey together. Do think into all the questions, even stop the video so you can answer them, or write the questions down and answer them later. But also write down your thoughts, your ideas, and how you feel about every law as we walk through them. Now, this is very important, and I'll tell you out of personal experience, I've been a personal development freak, they called me that a long time ago, since I was 17 years old. But early on, I was reading personal development books, success books, and all those kind of amazing books. And when I saw an exercise I needed to do, I skipped it. I said, I'll come back to them later. I never did. But that was my idea. And it has cost me. Has it cost me in time, in money, in my personal development? I don't know in which way, but I know now that it did cost me time and money in personal development, because we need to get engaged with the material. We need to internalize it, and you can internalize it much better if you work through it. And the videos that are coming are roughly between 15 and 20 minutes long. The first few are a little bit longer, but it's roughly along that. So also for this course, at the end of each law, I've provided 4 to 6 practical steps for you to follow for your self-improvement. Now, check these steps for your own situation. Write down ideas for each of them, and write it down in your journal, of course, before you move to the next lesson. And implement them. Because as knowledge on its own, contrary to popular belief, is not power. They once said if knowledge was power, every librarian would be skinny, rich and happy. And now we've got knowledge at our fingertips, everybody should be immensely powerful. But no, knowledge acted upon is power. And if you evaluate that action on a daily basis, now that is powerful. So you gain the knowledge here. That's why I said, read the chapter first, then go through the video. Stop the videos at every point where you get questions. Write the questions down. You might even answer them or start answering them, because some of these answers you might take days, maybe even weeks to fully answer, so leave spaces for them. Do the steps to follow, because these are your action steps. The steps to follow at the end of each chapter are more a holistic overview of what you've just read in the chapter and seen in the video, and watching the video, and then it'll give you proper steps for you to follow. So also write those steps in your journal, and then follow those action steps. Implement what you're learning, because knowledge acted upon. And I'll talk about it a lot more, because it is so important that you don't miss this part of the lessons. If you really want to develop yourself, if you really want to find your passion and live in your purpose and live towards your destiny and reach your potential, or at least get a long way towards it, then the best way to do it is internalize it and take action on everything you do. I hope that makes sense, but I'm excited. So if you are ready, then let's fasten your seatbelt and let's get this program off the ground. I will see you in the first law in the very next video. Now remember, read the first law, which is the law of intentionality. Read the chapter in the book first, and then I will see you in video lesson number 1.